starting to fashion an idea in your head for a number of snaps and number of carries for the first couple of games? Does that start to materialize?
You know what? I don't. It hasn't yet, just because we're still in camp. I think next week, once we start to game plan, Coach Enos will say, hey, I like this guy in this situation. I like this guy in that situation. So it's going to kind of be by a game plan type of thing where he sees guys being able to fit in and being able to make a big contribution.
You get the feel, though, that you're going to be able to kind of go by flow and go by, sense in a certain game. How much those guys
what I would like to be able to do is kind of like we did last year with Riley and Devwah. You give a guy a series, and then you give the next guy a series, and whoever that third guy is that week, you just try to get him some carries. There's a small package for him. But what we would like to do is just let a guy kind of get in a groove, and I think if you're pulling the guy out every other play or not giving them a series to do anything, they can't really establish themselves.
You guys really wanted to work on the run game after the first scrimmage. How have the last couple of weeks gone in that regard?
You know what? I think that we've gotten better both on the offensive line and the running back as far as pad level. We're trying to run heavy with the backs running through tackles and things like that. So I think we made some improvement in that area.
Coach has called them 1A, 1B, 1C. Does that make it more difficult for you? Does that make it easier on you?
Really, it's easy, because we're used to playing running back by committee here. And, 1A, 1B, 1C, all that is one guy's got to go out there and start, but they're all starters in our mind. So one guy's got to run out there when the ball's kicked off and we start to play, but they're all getting equal reps in practice, so it hasn't been that difficult.
It's been a while since Arkansas had a kickoff or a punt return for a touchdown. How big of plays are those in games? And
I know Coach Lunny always talks about if you get a punt blocked or something like that, how it affects the game. And for us, if we can steal a score, it's tremendous. So hopefully, we'll be able to do that here this fall.
Is Malik Williams coming along?
He is. He's probably a little further back than the other guys. I think that he's struggled a little bit more just as far as, getting a feel for the run game this fall. But he's learning and he's getting better, and it's still early on, and he's going to have a chance to get a few reps tonight, and we still got a few weeks before the game, so hopefully he'll get back to where he was in the spring.
Yeah, I think Aaron Hayden was playing for the Vols tonight too, and Barry went in there.
I've heard that story. As a matter of fact, Coach Lunny brought Chase into the office and told him the story. So that's how I heard about it. So no, it's all in good nature.
Barry remembers every play.
Yeah, he said, hey, that was my first start there. So.
What's kind of that relationship between David, Chase, and Devwah?
I think they have a great relationship, because the one thing, they're all splitting reps, so they're getting the same amount of reps. So it's not like one guy's getting more reps than the other. When a guy makes a mistake, another guy will come over and say, hey, this was there or that was there. And, they're really trying to coach themselves, and that's great. We have a great room. We have great camaraderie. And like I said, I talked to the team last night. I said, hey, that room there is unbelievable. And it wasn't because of me. It's something that Coach B had started before I got here. Before I got here, he said, you're going to have a great room, and that's just carried over to this year with those guys.
When you look at all three of them, they've obviously each got their strengths and their weaknesses. Does that factor into who's going to, be the starter, the guy who's going to get that first series?
I really think the guy that's going to be the starter is going to be the guy that we feel the most comfortable with, that is the most complete, and is going to give us the best chance to win. But all those guys have different roles, and Coach Enos does a great job of getting packages for guys. So I think that what will happen is you'll get a guy that's a starter and take Chase. He may have some things that just Chase will do, and then David will be able to fit in his package. So it's kind of once we get in the game plan, and then we'll figure out where we're going from there.
There's been, last year it was Devwah's pass blocking needed some work. He said he's been working on it. How much have you seen that improve?
It has improved. The thing that we can't do is, we can't have guys cut free, cut loose, just getting a free shot at Austin. So, so far Devwah's been great in pass protection. He could be a little bit more physical, but, he knows that, and he's trying to get better at it. So this fall he's been really, really good at it.